To qualify for the sprint, the men had to take part in the 200 metres time trial. In fact, the first man to get inside the old world record was Jens Fiedler, the Olympic champion in 1992 Barcelona. The time to beat is 10.099, and this man is going for it. All of these riders, in fact, have geared up a little bit for the final here because they realise that the ideal conditions to try and beat this record are up tonight. He comes to the line, and there it is, 10.036. That's a new world record for him. Another champion from Barcelona, José Manuel Moreno from Spain. He was the champion at the 1 kilometre. He too would put in a fine performance. He comes down off the banking, uses that banking to accelerate to get up to the maximum speed. As I've said, a lot of these riders put an extra big gear on tonight to try and get inside the record. Moreno comes round. He's using every last little bit of energy. Look at the clock. That's going to be good enough. 10.008. That will be a new world record. And time tonight really to beat the records because everybody is flying. Magnier is the next man off. He's going to try and get inside 10 seconds. That is what is important here. People want to put these records on the shelf for a long time to come. Magnier comes round the last bend. He's coming up to the line, and look at the time. 9.978. That's inside 10 seconds, and we really are seeing records fall here tonight. He is happy. And this crowd here really being treated to a host of champions. Gary Newen, the next man off from Australia, 1993 world champion. He too would like to get a record. He's up on the leaderboard there. He's pushing it down the barriers. His 200 metres is started now. He's coming up to the line. Final corner for him. He's giving everything he's got. These riders know that records are falling this evening. As Newen comes to the line, again a man inside 10 seconds, 9.935. That is the second best time for Newen at the moment. This really is a night for the champions. Another Australian here. This is Darrell Hill. He was second in 1994, would so dearly love to be world champion, but these riders tonight have to qualify at the moment, and it's all over the last 200 metres. You see how he hugs the top of the banking there. He can accelerate when he plunges down to the bottom of the track. 200 metres is where it'll start. The clock is on now, and he's giving everything. He realises tonight is the night for records. Can he too get inside the 10-second barrier? This is an incredible evening down at the track here. 9.926. That will give him second best time at the moment. What a superb ride by Newen. And the crowd here take time to enjoy it, but this is the man who is the darling of everybody, Kurt Harnett. Canadian rider who's been up there so often but never really managed to take the top slot at the World Championships. Harnett was second back in 1990 when the World Championships were in Japan. Rumour has it from the track that he's geared up an awful lot more than everybody else. He's taking a big risk because he may well not have the acceleration to turn that gear over the last 200 metres. Look at the size of this athlete. He really is a beast of a man. There's the bell lap all the time. He's hugging the rails. He's staying up at the top of the bank because he knows once he plunges down, he can get an awful lot of acceleration. Keeps it high, jumps down the banking now. He's getting that gear going. Looks very fast to me. This looks quite incredible. He's into the last corner, keeps it down as tight as possible. If you can keep down by that little red line there, you know you've got a short corner coming up to the line. This will be a new world record by Kurt Harnett. 9.865. I don't think the judges can believe that because they haven't put the time up at the moment, but I can tell you this man has just ridden the last 200 metres at 72.985 kilometres an hour. Look at this. As he comes round that last corner, he has given everything that he's got in those legs. He's exploded over these last 100 metres. This is going to be a new world record for Kurt Harnett, and I think it may well stand for 4 or 5 years to come because at this altitude, records really are going to be difficult to beat.